Hey guys, it's Javon, and thank you for coming to another episode. So, as always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe to follow me on my journey to financial freedom, where we'll talk mindset, business, and travel. So, today I want to talk about organization in your business. How do you stay organized in your business when there's always things coming at you? You have to quickly write down notes. You have to remember to do that. You have to schedule this meeting. And, you just got to constantly focus on, a huge agenda and a to do list. So for me, in the past, I've used a mixture of things. I've used Google Calendars, I've used the notes in my phone, written down on journals, and it was a lot. It is a lot. Like you have to write notes in your book, and you constantly have to go back, and you have to remember to go back to what you wrote. And even with the notes in your phone, like, it's quick access, which is amazing. It's easy, it's very convenient, but it's the same thing. You have to like have all these notes like written in different like folders in your phone, and you see it there, and sometimes you forget to go back. Sometimes I'll start an idea, and I'll have the same idea on like one note, and I'll be like, oh, this is a great idea that I had before, and I didn't write it down. And then you'll start to write it down again, and then you're like, wait, I think I did have it written down. So you have one idea on two different pages of notes, which is like, come on, like, you should remember that. So this drove me crazy, drove me so crazy. And I'm here like, what could I do about this? So I did some research, and I spoke to a different amount of people, like, hey, how do you stay organized in your business? And by trade, I'm an engineer. I went to school for computer engineering, and there's a thing we have where we use Kanban boards, and it's basically a way for teams to stay organized in different tasks and to be able to keep track of them and knock them out in a timely manner. And I was just like, yeah, that's overkill, but definitely a good start. So I think it was my brother actually that told me about an app called Trello. And I'm not sure if you guys have used Trello, but I'll check it out. Recently, I was just like, enough is enough. I can't use notes in my phone and have the calendar all here and mixing up all these different systems. I need something that integrates all together and keeps things smooth. So I looked into Trello, and I was like, I think this could work. It's been about a week. I took a few days to go through my notes, my books, and take all the different ideas I have and put it into a couple of different boards. I have different boards for different items. Like, I have a board for travel, and a board for daily items, a board for books, and just like an overall arching board that keeps track of all that. So it's been pretty cool so far. I actually want to show you guys. So, in a minute, we're going to do that. But how do you guys stay organized before we hop over there? Is it working for you? Do you want some suggestions? If you do, let's check out Trello. Okay, so we're here. So this is Trello, guys. And let me move my face over here. And basically, like I mentioned before, Trello is a smooth way to organize your thoughts and get things in a system that works for you. You can organize this any way you want. Right now, I'm showing you a sample of a board that's automatically created when you start. So you have in this one, let's call it your project resources or backlog, which is where you would keep all the ideas that you have. So it's like, hey, I want to work on content creation. Let me create a card for content creation. I want to make sure I get a certain amount of exercise in for the week. Different ways to keep track of your ideas. So throw it all in there. If you have meetings coming up where you'll go over things daily, you'll have that there. If this column doesn't work for you, you can remove it. Your to-do list for whatever, it's kind of similar to the backlog. Like I said, you can organize your board however you want. This one is default. So then you have items that are pending for this board. It's like, hey, we started this, we're working on it, we're waiting on this. Um, Similar to block, which I mentioned before, was like, hey, I have an obstacle, I can't move forward until this thing is finished, and drag the board a little over, and we have the done column. And this is obviously where you have all your other tasks and they're complete. So that's one of the boards I have. Like this one's default, like I said, just created it to show you guys. So another one that I put is just one that could organize the books that you want to read. I used to have a list of books. Like anyone, somebody said, "Hey, you should check out this book," and I would write it in my notepad. And then a couple months later, I forget all about it. I'm like, "Damn, that was such a good book." Did I write it down? I can't find it in the notes. So you could have it here in your suggestions, and you could be like, "Hey, I'm reading this one right now. I finish," and you can set up this board however you want from you. If these columns don't work for you, that's absolutely fine. It's your playground. You can set it up the way you want. So, it's been, like I said, a week. I'm getting used to it. I am, trying to implement this into my system. So I have the habit to always come in here and check my tasks. So, have a daily reminder, and these are some things I want to get done, and have my personal stuff, my business stuff, things that I've finished. So it's pretty cool, and definitely check it out and see, what works for you. It may work, it may not, but the idea is trying to get everything out your head, out different areas, and condense it all in one. And the really cool thing for me is this is also an app. So, just like how I used to pull out my phone and conveniently go to my notes app, I could do the same with Cello. Add a card to one of these lists here, and just type in everything there. So when you add a card, let's just give this one a random name, and add it. So then we go in there, and you could put a description, you could put the activities for that card, you could have a checklist for that card, add different items here, and just have due dates attached to that, include different team members if you have team members, and different attachments to your Dropbox, your email. So you could have an email that comes in and you just throw it in here, and you remind yourself to do that later. So it's all kind of benefits. But that's all I wanted to show you guys. Definitely drop a comment below to see if this is a system that could help you guys out. And if you already have it, also drop a comment so I know that you are on board and definitely super organized. But thanks, guys. That's it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this to someone that you feel it could help. Bye.